I grew up in Toronto, and I tried to find happiness through what Toronto or the world had to offer. But soon enough, I realized that it was empty in its promises. And as soon as I gave my life over to the Lord, to Jesus, it only happened because I gave God permission to move in my heart. I just came off the road with Net Ministries, and I met several of the companions of the cross priests, and what I saw in them was really something beautiful and real. Seeing how real their faith was and how they were able to live it out in just their joy and how they proclaimed the gospel message, I knew what they had was real. I knew something very special was happening with them, and just knowing a little bit about their spirituality, I felt a real connection in my heart. In looking at Father Bob's co-founding with our community, you can really just go back to that book that he wrote called We Are Called to Be Companions of the Cross. And there's just one sentence in there of his vision for a sisterhood that would be akin in spirituality and ministry with the companions. The first time I met Father Bob was over the telephone. And I just felt a call to consider, I just had a sense that God was calling me to found the sisterhood of the Companions of the Cross. And I called him and I tried to share with him what I felt was on my heart, but it came out as a holy mess. I couldn't get my words out completely, and in the back of my mind, I know that he was a teacher, so I was trying to get all my sentences out right. After I shared with him what I experienced in my heart, he kind of just said to me, "Okay, well, Anna, why don't you just, you need to speak to the General Superior, Father Roger at the time, and before you do, I think that you need to write everything down first." And so I put down the phone, and I felt like there was a holy mess. It was just so messy in my words. But what happened after that is that he actually said to me, you know, wait a week and actually write everything down first. The funny thing is that the following day, he had left a couple of messages on my phone saying to me, "Anna, Father Roger is waiting to hear from you. Actually, you have an appointment with him tonight at 7 p.m. So just be ready." And after hearing that message, I thought to myself, what happened to the week? I don't have a week. But that was my first time I ever spoke to Father Bob. I actually met with him every week for a time frame where we went through the constitutions of the companions together, and just me learning what it meant to sort of follow in this spirituality. The first thing that comes to mind for me is just that fatherly presence and how important that is for a woman, and just his ability to be present meant a lot. And that's all we really needed, you know, as we were trying to grow into what we were to become, right, as a community. At times he felt like Dad, where he saw our basic needs and was right there for us, and never flinched. And so you felt that unconditional love that a father just generally gives. Our mission is very simple, and that is we desire to lead people into a dynamic and ongoing relationship with Jesus. And our vision is to provide a path for the disciples to be able to go out there and share how irresistible Jesus really is, you know. Even today, we have interest from all over the world simply because of his influence. And I have to say that it's through Father Bob's influence and what he's done for our world today. I have to go back to the conviction that pressed on in his heart of the need that we have in our church, that even till today we still need an understanding that personal encounter with Jesus. He was convicted and committed to that layer of understanding an intimate relationship with Jesus. He was so convicted by how important we needed that personal relationship with Jesus that will then flow into understanding what our faith teaches, just that realness that we need with Jesus and our relationship with him. If there's anything, like, he went through, I don't know all the details, but I know that he didn't waver. And for me, when I see that he was convicted by something that is so important, this is good. This is good what we're doing here right now in, letting the light of his love for the Lord shine for other people to see, because we live by example, right?